Well, ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood, we know, is creatively bankrupt to the max. This is something that we've talked about for the past year now. Hollywood just doesn't have any creativity whatsoever anymore, to the point where they have to essentially remake everything. This is why we are seeing so many reboots of God knows what over the last couple of years, and now we're about to get another one. And this one, I don't really know how to feel about it, to be honest with you, because I can only imagine how terrible it's going to be. So what am I talking about? Well, you guys saw the thumbnail. I'm talking about the fact that the head of Mattel Films, Robbie Brenner, just recently said that Daniel Kaluuya's Barney movie will be more adult and have adult themes. Ladies and gentlemen, they are going to reboot Barney for the adults. I don't know why you even want to come anywhere close to Barney with adult themes, but this is where we're at. So let's get into this article from Bounding Into Comics. It says the head of Mattel Films and executive producer of the Barbie movie, Robbie Brenner, has revealed additional details about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse actor Daniel Kaluuya's upcoming Barney film, noting that the film will be featuring adult themes. Why would you want to do, like, why are you going to reboot a kids show like Barney that already has a whole bunch of controversy in it over the last few decades because of all the stuff that they said the original person who played Barney did? But why would you want to reboot Barney, something that is meant for kids? It's so blatantly meant for kids, and turn it into an adult-oriented theme, or an adult-oriented movie. Why would you want to do it, man? Look what they did with Winnie the Pooh. They turned Winnie the Pooh into some axe murderer. And don't get me wrong, that movie made a lot of money considering the budget was like almost nothing, right? So if you want to talk from a financial aspect, great. It did fantastic. But why the hell are you doing this to Barney? Like, what did Barney do to you to make you want to reboot it into an adult-oriented TV show or movie? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And honestly, I don't see how they can do this without making it really, really creepy. It says, produced by Kaluuya's own production company, 59%, and Mattel Films, the Barney movie is based on the classic PBS children's educational television show Barney and Friends, featuring the purple anthropomorphic dinosaur who made use of songs and dances to teach preschool-age children. Barney was a ubiquitous figure in many of our childhoods. Then he disappeared into the shadows, left misunderstood. How was he left misunderstood? I don't even know. Kaluuya said in 2019, following the announcement, "We're excited to explore this compelling modern-day hero and see if his message of 'I love you, you love me' can stand the test of time." I'm sorry, but this is the face of someone who's up to no good. He is up to no good. He is going to ruin Barney every way he possibly can, man. I just don't know what they're going to do with this. But again, it's very clear that once they start talking about modern day hero, they're gonna explore this compelling modern day hero. They're gonna make it modernized, and they're gonna make a whole bunch of different identity politics. They're gonna put a whole bunch of messaging in this particular movie, or they're just gonna make it creepy as hell. Who really knows at the end of the day? It says earlier this month, Mattel Films executive Kevin McKeon described that the Barney movie as surrealistic and an A24 type movie. "We're leaning into the millennial angst of the property rather than fine-tuning this for kids," McKeon told the New Yorker. "It's really a play for adults. Not that it's R-rated, but it'll focus on some of the trials and tribulations of being 30-something growing up with Barney, just a level of disenchantment within a generation." I guess they never heard that there is just some things that don't need to be remade. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are certain things that exist in life that don't have to be rebooted, and Barney is one of them. You guys can let me know in the comments down below whether you agree with me or not. Obviously, you're more than welcome to do that, but there are just certain things that should not be touched. Barney is one of them. Barney doesn't have to be revisited. Barney doesn't have to be remade. Nobody needs to know how it was for people who grew up on Barney. That's just information that doesn't need to exist in this world. But unfortunately, with creatively bankrupt Hollywood, as we talk about all the time, this is what happens. You have people who look at stuff like this. They probably saw a Barney episode one night just randomly, or somebody was talking about Barney and they said, "You know what? Let's reboot Barney." And somebody said, "Yes, that's a great idea." Which, again, I don't know why you would want to say that's a great idea, but they are so bankrupt. They are so desperate for anything, any claim to relevance, that they're going to start rebooting all this nonsense. And Barney is just another example of it. It says head of Mattel Films and executive producer of the Barbie movie, Robbie Brenner, shared even more details addressing what McKeon had previously said about the film. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be darker, Brenner told Variety. It's just going to be unique, more of like being John Malkovich or an adaptation. Any movie that has Barney is not certainly going to be straightforward, she acknowledged. We're not making Ted, you know what I mean? Brenner pointed out, referencing Seth MacFarlane's R-rated Ted movie series. Brenner notes that fans can expect the Barney movie to be about identity and finding who you love and who feels alienated. Oh, God. This is going to be like an LGBTQ allegory. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet Barney's going to be an LGBTQ allegory? They're going to make this into a thing that's all about love is love, right? Oh man, this just got way worse in my mind. I can only imagine where this is going to go. Furthermore, it will be more adult and having adult themes and sort of be a little bit of an off kilter. It says that as of this writing, there is no release date available for the movie, and I hope there never is one. Again, let's make it very clear. This is a movie that doesn't have to exist. This is a movie that doesn't have to be made. Please, for the love of God, leave Barney alone. Like, they don't need to remake this and ruin yet another child IP that people think fondly of or think about in general. Like, you don't have to ruin everything. Stop ruining everything. Get more creative. Figure something out. Come up with something original instead of killing off all the IPs that people have grown up and actually liked in the past. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, and let me know what you thought. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.